I can stay here longer and follow the blink right in here, right there. I can zero it down to that one spot right here. And if I keep searching around in that one little spot there where I blink, and I stay there long enough, I'm going to start to get more releases. So I can stay here searching and resting my palm, or I can move on. Now sometimes when you move on is when the horse will release, because he's released tension in there, but he's not showing it to you. He doesn't want you to see. So I'm going to move, but when you move on down the neck, he'll start to release. So I'm going to go on down the neck. And I'm getting little blinks all along here. But I'm going to find a good one and stay there. You can kind of see the connection here. If you go the certain speed where the horse is responding, that's about that fast. That's right there. That's the speed to go where you can read the responses and you're not going so fast over the spots that the horse you're not catching it, or you're not going so slow that the horse just goes to sleep. So there's another spot right here where I could stay. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to come back to these two spots, but I'm going to keep going right there along this area of the neck. We'll skip the jump rope. Right in here. I'm going to keep going. Right there is a very clear one. Now if you're not sure that was him or he was just twitching at a fly, or if that's something you found, you can go over that spot again. So I'm going to go very slowly. See if I get a blink there again. I don't get it. Well, I get a little bit of a blink right in this spot here. I'm going to keep going. He's got to fly by his eye, but up here in front of the shoulder, which is often where you get a lot of releases. So maybe right here. Now, what I want to do now is go back over his neck, knowing that I got a lot of responses right in here and right in here. So I'm going to switch arms because my right arm's getting tired, and I'm going to start again. I'm going to start by resting my hand right here, looking for a blink. All right. Actually, I'm not going to search for a blink. I'm just going to use the palm of my hand very lightly, touching the hair, and just stay here a second and see what happens. You have to remember to breathe yourself and stay very lightly. Now, the thing about this technique is if you stay light enough, long enough, the horse has to release tension. His nervous system has no choice. There's a little fidget here, and a little stretch, all the way through, and a little release on the other end. So, you never know what's going to happen, but that was a release of tension. The horses often stretch, and they often they stretch and they'll flex when they release tension in an area. So I was looking for a lick and chew or a yawn or something, but what he chose to give me was a stretch. But what I want to point out is if you stay light enough, long enough on an area where you're getting even the slightest sign of a response, if you stay light enough, long enough on that spot, the horse his nervous system has to release tension there. It has no choice.